Hey guys, Via here. Um, we're just gonna broad up with it's not tier list, but it's more like a survival guide for me for this video because I've been thinking a lot for the past couple 3 days. Supposed to be made this video. So in time advance, I said fuck it, whatever, why not? It don't have to be a perfect video, but it's more like survival or how to put majority of these horror villains down. Many people gonna say in this video, oh boy, you suicidal. Look at the variety of some characters, they're easy to beat in a horror movie. But this is what I will literally do for say for survival mode with each of these characters one by one. So without further way, I would say establish a conclusion at the end. I would say it right about now because that would be to beat the purpose of all these horror villains up and all that type of stuff. So we're just gonna start off with the plain basic rule of what can I do to put them down. And then some I explain better than others because oh boy, I tell you the truth, I've been thinking and really thinking a lot how to handle them. And some of them I might just use the movies information to win the fight because, I don't want to seem like these horror villains, they won't fall for the tricks again. Well, most of the times they should have been better their inventory. Well, their knowledge, if you really think about it. But let's begin. Ghostface. Now, we already know, oh yeah, before I say that, it's going to up to be humans to supernatural. So keep that in mind. And it's like, yeah, let's go. Ghostface. To me, with Ghostface, regular human, if you really think about it, and you could say fold him up, like I probably say, just grab a gun and then shoot him in the head. And I really don't care if I move the mask off his face. I just literally just shoot him, or just don't use no other weapons. I could just use my bare hands to finish him off, like multi expert and brain jujutsu fighter. So take it as you will. I would say something more with it, but if you really think about it, let's just say that if it was multiple ghost faces, now it could be like this. I need to take them out one by one, or sometimes be one or three. We don't see no multiple ghost faces. It's to the franchise series as a whole. So ghost face, not that hard. Just grab a gun, shoot their ass. Not gonna shoot the body because they have bulletproof vests. And the mask, 9 out of 10, is not bulletproof. To shoot them in the head. That's it. Text Leatherface. Leatherface is a regular human. Ugh. How can I say this with Leatherface? I want to be uniquely different to handle them one by one. Me fold them up. All I had to say, fold them up. I wish I could explain a little bit more better. Like I really took some chance of time to actually literally think how to handle one by one. All you need to do is a gun. Now, he's not bulletproof and all that. I could have, if I ever get the tool, oppose it allegedly, I could use a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher to blow his ass up. Same thing goes with Michael Myers. All right, I have something to display with him just a little bit though, because all I had to do is take him, put it in my own field of vantage, like Home Alone, like Kevin, if you really think about it. But I had to make sure he don't get no other weapons. Now he has super strength. My target is keep him at bay, like shoot some far off weapons or tools. Like it just mainly just he's just a regular human. I know in the franchise series, but fold him up. And plus he's not even a somebody said it was best. He's not a good candidate. And plus put him down, even though it may seem like he has supernatural powers, but it's just more like a demon possess him in a way. So this dispose of him, just eradicate his body. Next thing you know, Chucky. Now with Chucky, it really is a challenge if you really think about it, though, because with Chucky, come on now, Chucky is Chucky. But if let's just say for a possible example, the way I could probably shut down Chucky, I need to get him where one, I gotta do exorcism on him, or two, basically did what Andy did when he had that doll with that gun, but this time be different. But it's gonna be tedious, and I need to capture the soul because with Charlie Ray, he only hip hops to only good guy dolls. So I need to trap him where it's just more like I need to put him in a container, like a Ghostbuster, like a pocket dimension or something like that. Like I wish I had the tools to explain it. It's more like science. So it's my I would say a little challenge. Not follow. It's easy to fold Chucky up. I say a challenge because it's maybe tedious at time because he's annoying. Most of these horror villains are annoying. I think I have a weird fundamental of these horror villains and nobody don't know how to put their asses down, even though they have supernatural ability to cheat, let alone. And you gotta think outside the box and handle these horror villains because what's the point? You got to cheat in the fight too as well, even though they have supernatural abilities or demonic forces. Like I know he have voodoo like Dumbala, but that's like most of them have chosen vessels. So it's like I need to go after the soul if you really think about it, or demon or that demon. I will say that in my conclusion of the video because two of them because it's the best way to hound these people down. Now, some of these humans, you could just literally you could just kill them without even a fly. They less difficult, like Ghostface, Leatherface, or Michael Myers. They're just regular humans, just disposing them. Like they can come back for the brink of death, depending on you got with Ghostface. It depends on each person. Depending, it reminds me of I know what you did last summer, but I will move on. Leprechaun, I did thought about it. I did some research about him. Like you gotta get a four-leaf clover, and then you gotta throw him in a cement. But if I did try to chop him up and slice him up in tiny pieces, his main goal is that do not touch his gold. Now, to be honest, I would have touched it because shit, I need that money anyway more than his ass. But let's just say this: I can one trick his ass to say have the false gold. Something to like trap him, like maybe. But that's what Ed said. Maybe you could just trick him. Somewhat. That depends if he fall for the trick, if it is like real gold or not. Because I had to make it. Like make something fake, like aluminum. Like it had to be like silver and paint over there like gold flux to trick him. But apparently, if I can chop a tiny piece, I know he could regen. But I said to myself in my head, instead of this hound that regen, I could just pour acid on him, and he can never regen because acids eat flesh that fast. I know he possesses supernatural ability; he could teleport and all that. But in this franchise series as a whole, you know how horror villains, a horror movie is. Sometimes it be really, really stupid at times. But I just literally just throw him an acid or throw him in the pool of acid. If you really think about it, I need to set up the tools and environment. I don't want to make this video boring and long how I will do that. Like I said, bit thinking to really like this. Just throw some acid on him. He can just melt like I melting. Because here's the thing though. I would say majority of the horror villains, some of them need a host. Like a demon need a host because they've been chosen by a demonic presence. Or some of them just fallen angels, demons. But we're gonna let me just get off of that. Let's just say opposed allegedly demons. It's like this. They need a host. And the reason why I said a host, they only choose. Get rid of that body. They cannot they cannot control it unless that person allowed them to control it. So because majority of these ones Like the ones in Mayville, like they got possessed. This is supernatural demon. Chucky, he just using outside demonic power to order to, help him advance his capabilities. But if you really think about it, he does have throughout through the cities, he could just transfer the good guy dolls. He can just duplicate himself or, shatter his soul in pieces. So yeah. Some of them not threatening. The leprechaun is not even threatening. If you know how to dispose of him, this little guy, I could just throw ass on him. Or then in a movie, you could just throw in the cement and put him in clay. The cement and it's like petrified him. I know you need iron. I forgot you need iron too as well to handle him. I could trick him with the amount of gold, but this time it's not gonna be gold. I might just put it in those gold like irons, and then just literally just put it down his throat. That's a perfect trick. That's how to handle him. And good thing I thought about it. I just made that up in the fly. But boy, something else. Or I could somebody use leprechaun bullets, but I said, how's that even possible? It's like in the hood. Sorry for the speaker, but I keep on forgetting to turn that shit off when I be recording every single time. But anyway, these are not like the best ideas. I'm just saying it because I'm looking at these horror villains as majority are like somewhat invincible because they have invincible ability feats. So I'm just taking it as it will. Now, Pennywise. I'm not gonna sit here. I said 50-50 chance with Pennywise because here's the thing. If I go back to the original Pennywise, the old one, that's a different story. This version, this Pennywise, to me, it feels like he's soft in ways. They took the aspiration of horror, but let me get off of that for the subject for now. With this Pennywise is like more like a bitch to me. All you have to do is don't feed him your energy, your fear or nothing. Challenge your fears, and then and the best way to handle Pennywise is you just have to insult the man, like bully him down. It could be a funny joke or not be a funny joke or offensive or something like that, and then just take it hard and crush it, and he'll be gone. And I was looking at the end of the move. Really, you just have to insult this man. I know you need an item to start the ritual and all that, but whatever. Now many people gonna look at me funny with Jeep Creepers. Here's the thing though. I know in the movie they said nothing be able to kill Jeep Creepers for thousands and years, nothing able to kill it and all that. Um, are you sure about that? And let me give me a chance to explain why I say are you sure about that. I know I have it, like I said, a little bit beginning, but here's the reason why. It's more like these characters' endurance, how long they will last. Like Michael Myers, Jeep Creeper, or Jason Voorhees, how their endurance really lasts. So with Jeep Creepers, all I have to do is really dispose of him. His whole entire body essence. Without it, he ain't nothing. He don't body hop just like Jason Voorhees, but only temporarily on his time. Keep that in mind. The only way I could get rid of him is to destroy his body. Cremation. Cremation. Because here's the thing, the only reason why I say this, I need to keep him at bay, like make my own playground. Like I gotta do what I have to do to put this man down. And my plan is like build a Sharpoon for the second movie, obviously, but also just have some net too as well. But this time, I want him to take him in the electrical field area. I forgot what it called though. No generator box. My plan was just like immobilize him, tase him, like literally just tase him. Not like no play tase. I meant like a real electrical. But it said if you do that, he probably explode up. That'd make it even more better. But I make sure I need to find all his body parts and just cremate him. That's about it. And I say this, I cannot let him regenerate. It's like hit hard as I can to put him down. Hit him hard as you can. So without the body, I know it's a fallen angel or demon. He need to eat humans to regenerate. So it's more like I build my own stage in this battlefield. Handle him, dispose of him, use the tools, keep on at bay. I know he has super fly, but that's why the electricity there for to like shock him. Keep shocking him, keep shocking him. And once I do that, I can just cut off his wings and all that. Build me a fire, make sure that he's completely gone. Like gone, gone, gone. The body, it usually he can't be wandering around this earth ever again. Besides his the essence of the demon soul. Yeah. He need which he doesn't have it. So that completely negate the situation. So with Jeepers Creepers, I don't get why. And many people said not able to kill it. We do have technology. Who knows? Maybe somebody know how to handle Jeepers Creeper better than me when it comes to intellect because there's different other things. I would literally say, like I said, cremation of him. I would save something else more vulnerability like electricity, but I'm saving that for Jason because with Jason, I just want to do it one by one to make it different to handle these horror villains. Keep that in mind. I don't want to repeat this exact same thing over and over again. And I wish I could spay a little bit better for each and every single one of them. So dispose of his body. He cannot regenerate. And I could say yes, he has supernatural strength, just like Jay. You know, majority of supernatural demons have super strength and witchcraft and all that, but it's more like this. I know he built in the old world when he have material. He have psychokinesis, but that's only works at times. And plus, I know the way to do it, but it's just like I need to make sure because I know he don't miss. I need to be careful, so I need to put him in an environment where, or just draw his weapon. Now he used human bones or whatever material that he used to order to get some of these people. That's it. And plus, let's just say this: even though I'm not scared of him, he probably goes something after else. And I said, if I really want this man down, I need like a meat shield. I take a person who actually literally want him because they fit in a specific body type. He's gonna be my meat shield. Here, you're gonna be as a bait. That way I can just put this motherfucker down. Like get over here, shoot with a sharpoon, and tase him, immobilize him, keep him in place. Shoot some rods into him just in case to keep the electricity circuit closed. Like missiles, like keep shooting it. Then finish the job by cutting him up. I know he's not no human, but you know he's a demon. I would say in a situation, if this plan go in advance, it might be a 50-50 chance or maybe a challenge. But the way I say it, I could actually fold them up if the plan executed extremely well. I would say I'm not gonna say most likely to die because he's not gonna keep on going after me unless I be annoying. Because I'm the one who planning this to take this man, this demon down. But vastly, I'm just thinking real hard, like, man, just as long as the plan executes properly well, he'll be folded up. But vastly, it may be. I'm just thinking how I'm gonna put it. Him. I say a challenge because that's a little risky. I say 50-50 chance, but but it is possible to fold his ass up. So we could do it at bay. Now, Freddy Krueger, the Warlock, the Dream Demon. All right. Exact same goes with Pennywise. Do not let him take all your energy and all that. It's suicide to be in the dream realm to like fight him in because he can't feel nothing and all that. He's omnipresent. He do whatever you want. Plan is drag him out of the dream. My option is not to kill him. My option is to immobilize him, like make him feel like. My plan was like this: break every single bone in his body and paralyze him down for the waist down. Put him in a comatose state. Obviously, it's not to kill him. It's more like torture to him. Huh? Now, if it were a possible way, I could snatch a dream demon's soul out of them, just like I said with Chucky, but with him, let's get a single soul, and then he'll be useless. But it's more like drug Freddy Krueger up, like drug him. But that would like be like and if he actually literally died or something, I know I gotta feed him, like give him bird food. At least he could survive with breadcrumbs. I know that's torturing him, but at the exact same time, I know it's supposed to be my video to create my own, rule set to how to dispose of them. But conclusion, trying to save it for best for last. But anywho, with Freddy Krueger, I say a challenge. I have the possibility to fold him up, but basically break every bone about the dragon in the dream world. He said he could fight. Yeah, child, I know how to fight too as well. I don't mind whooping the demon ass. And it's gonna be fun anyway, though, to whoop these demons' ass. That's what I would do personally. Immobilize him, torture him, not kill him. If I kill him, that'll be a waste of time, and then he come back, and this time he'll kill me immediately. So, a challenge. Art the Clown. Here's the thing though, like I said before, in most videos they say Art the Clown. I didn't see the movie Terror, but I saw glimpses of it in each of them, how he's kill count and all that type of stuff. Sometimes the characters are really stupid to how, and I don't want to put a character down. Like I said previously before, get rid of the body because of demon possession. There, there's a way. There's many people. He said he could come back, like even if you get rid of him. But since when? Last time I checked, in the most terror movies, they didn't dispose of his body. Like I said, cremation. A demon need a host to allow a person to willingly to access that person if they're willingly to have those demons. If they really love you, it's about choosing. So they need that body. And then all of that, there's so many demons out there, like legions of them, because you gotta kill all of them. You gotta go to hell and then just eradicate them. I mean, I don't mind. My plan was to actually, like, ask God personally for say, hey, God, can I get up to heaven? Give me those angelic weapons, drop me down as a bomb in hell, and I can just go rampage on these demons. Like, I won't eat, I won't sleep until I can eradicate every last one of them. And it's like, chop Lucifer head off and give it to God. That'll be so much easier. But it sounds like I'm very violent, but it's more like this. He used other weapons. I know he used other weapons. So it's maybe like I need to prepare myself, like have some army vests or like a bulletproof vest, a body, just in case he's trying to stab me. I need to have I forgot it. It's supposed to be armor, but make sure you don't get stabbed by a knife. I should say that with Ghostface because he only carry a knife, not other main weapons. I mean, opposed to let you depends on which Ghostface you fighting. If they don't care, they're trying to follow the formula of horror movies, having a gun and all that. You know, that beat the purpose and make it more easier. With terror, he just don't care. You use anything. So my plan was to like make sure I have better armor to survive. Make sure I have a bulletproof vest. Make sure I don't get shot in the head unless I actually have a bulletproof mask, like something to protect me. Stabs, and fire. Like I need something to shield myself just in case. So with terror, it may be a challenge. 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 The main goal: dispose of him, the body, and then that be gone. In the rest of the movie, I don't know. It feels like in movie genres at whole, it's like you better kill these characters unless you're gonna have some episodes, and they may end up killing you. Now, Jason Voorhees. Oh boy, how I gotta say this with Jason Voorhees. My plan was to do the exact same thing with Michael Myers. and Jeepers Creepers, but this time it's gonna be different. My plan was to take him to the junkyard, just like we did what Freddy Krueger did in Freddy vs. Jason, but a little bit differenter. Make some sharpoons, but this time I need to mobilize him. And I'm thinking about not electricity, no, I'm thinking about magnets. Like have him to shoot every single time with magnet rods. Like put in a magnetic field. Because my plan is like this. Do not be in his territory at the Camp Crystal Lake because that's his playground. So I'm gonna make that one clear. Get him out of the turf. I know he teleport, he runs, he have, he can shoot sharpoons and all that type of stuff. I know. My plan is to create a distance, keep him at bay. Like you're this poker. I know it's like this man been blown up, got shredded. Well, he been blow up, but my plan was to put in a man in the field, mobilize him with all the madness that I have a forklift truck, a wrecking ball, or probably put him in machines where you could crush those cars and crush them. Or just a matter of fact, it is though. It's kind of funny, and I thought about the same idea. I thought I was the only person. My plan is to trap Jason Voorhees, like freeze him and put him in a bank vault because he don't have the superb strength for real metal like sorts like those vaults. Put him in and put him and sink him down to the bottom of the ocean and abyss. Because the problem is Jason cannot die whatsoever. He could, like I said, he could body jump onto people by possessing them, but only a fair amount of time. But that's like Jason Drag Me to Hell, whatever they call. I forgot the name of the movie. But other than that, it's more like this. Do not be on his turf with Camp Crystal Lake. That's where he get all his supernatural abilities, and I'll be screwed. So I say another challenge. I would not say fold them up, but as long as the plan be executed extremely well. Now here comes, you know, Candyman and Pinhead. All right, with Pinhead, do not open the box. Candyman, keep that man out of your name out of your mouth. But eventually, I thought about real hard. There's no way to beat them, but I thought really hard, and in my idea, it slithered in my head. Slithered in. I was thinking, what about the Book of Necronomicon that could use them on them? On both of them. I'm getting on both of them, but one at a time. So if I master the book, obviously I had to be careful. Whatever I dish out, it's gonna come right back to me because it made me insane and all that type of stuff. If I master them, make these demons like a little bitch of mine, and just take all their knowledge and use it against them. With Candyman, I just forgot majority. I don't think I thought about how to dispose of him, but I say most likely. I say 50-50 chance. I may not know the answer, but with Pinhead, I know what I could do. My plan was just not to be in his territory. That's about it. But my plan is, just mainly most, is take those little minions, use the Book of Necronomicon, literally separate them and scatter them like bullets, like Dragon Balls, in different portals in different time periods. They handle them one by one. Now I gotta be careful if I send them to the majority of the underworld. Even if the underworld is similar to their Leviathan world, they could withdraw the power, or they more knowledge of hell if they know certain parts. So keep that in mind, and just start going ape shit on them, and that's about it. So I say a challenge or 50-50. That depends. Like that maybe depends. That's my best idea if I use the Book of Necronomicon on those two, Pinhead and Candyman. That's it. But I need to master them. That spells and the dark secrets and all that. Alright, post edit here for a brief moment for the previous video. This is like 2 days in advance. Maybe 3 days of the tier list of how I deal with the horror villains. I just want to rearrange the same things in tier list with Pennywise. I put him as challenge because I need some I just realized you can use strong items like grenade launchers and stuff like the kids used to do it on him. I know he can regen, but hey, it is what it is. I know you're supposed to bully him. Penny Leprechaun. I know I said I got to trick him, but I forgot to like mention that I could just blow him up, like inflate him like a balloon. I could just do that. Then Chucky, we clarified that part. I just realized what I forgot. He can actually body hop on people, but he needed to perform the spell when somebody is, a vulnerable state or something like that, or he immobilizes them. Then the Candyman, the only way I can say beat him, opposed to not have the idea how to beat him, is basically like maybe I could just summon like a bunch of demons to hold him off at bay, or just mind mess him up because he only focused on illusions. There goes that. Now, nearly forgot this. With Michael Myers, I just noticed it when Laura was handling him, even though she made a house like a trap house for him. I'm surprised. I thought about it too as well. I said, you could pin him down in the house, lock everything up, and just blow him up in the inside of the house. If you really think about it. That way he won't survive it. And plus she have a whole bunch of money. She got all this trap equipment. So I just thought about it. If it was me in that situation, this fall as a last line of defense to blow up the house if he bypassed any of the traps I set up for him. So there we go. Now for the conclusion. Now let's just say this. I know I need the Holy Spirit to rebuke it and cast all these demons out, obviously. Now, if it was a mythical weapon that allows me to erase these people's soul, these demons from existence, that would be so much easier. I know I feel like I made my own rule set. Yeah, you need the Holy Spirit with God. But that just me personally if I handle one by one. Sorry if I didn't explain much of this shit. I did the best way I can to explain. But anyways, I hope you guys really do enjoy this video. Leave a like and subscribe. So random stuff like this. Until further notice, y'all stay blessed. Bye, y'all.